Hello, beautiful people. It is Oboitshepo once again, and I have a word for us. It is a word of caution, it is an informative word. I love when the Lord actually leads us and, in a sense, directs us into areas that we are to pray for concerning others and also concerning us. The word that the Lord has for us today is very simple, and I believe that it's actually a confirmation word for a lot of you. I believe that this is something the Lord has already spoken to some of us about, so he just wants to confirm and even give direction into how you can continue to pray about the specific matter. So this is what the Lord ministered to me, right? So number one, something that we ought to know: monitoring spirits do not only come to monitor and watch, but they also come to plant. So one thing we are to be aware of is not to only pray against the watching and the listening, but even the planting. That is something we are to pray into as well. Another thing, the enemy uses more than just people to monitor us. A lot of times when ministers or prophets or whatever the case may be speak about monitoring spirits, we love to focus on people getting into your ear, or people doing this or people doing that. But that's not the only way the enemy uses monitoring spirits, right? He can use monitoring spirits through our phones. He can use monitoring spirits even through our dreams, right? We can encounter these spirits even through the things we watch, right? A lot of these things that we are watching, and I don't mean bad things, even the things we consume, right? Because life is spiritual and because things are so spiritually charged, I believe everything is spiritually charged, to be honest. So sometimes as we are watching things, they are watching us back, right? So the enemy doesn't only use people to monitor us. He uses the things we consume. He uses the things we listen to. He even uses the things we encounter in dreams. Keep that in mind, right? But let's go back to the topic of planting seeds. Monitoring spirits are also used to plant seeds of doubt and fear. They can do this through conversations. They can do this through the thoughts we have, our own intrusive thoughts. They can also do this through dreams. So be mindful that this is how the enemy may use them, through all these avenues, right? So this is a confirmation for someone. The Lord may have told you to pray against this particular spirit, but he also wants you to be more detailed so you can bind it through every door that it may enter. It enters even through the things that you watch and the things you entertain. But here's another thing that is very interesting. Monitoring spirits do not only just watch and listen, they speak, right? So some of us need to be not only blinding the eyes of the enemy, not only deafening the ears of the enemy, but also silencing the mouth of the enemy. Blind his eyes, deafen his ears, but silence his mouth. Because monitoring spirits are not only here to look at what you're doing, but also to see how you react, how you are moving, how you are behaving, right? In specific situations. So also bind and silence the intrusive thoughts you may be receiving from these types of spirits. Lastly, keep in mind that the enemy can even infiltrate you and use you to monitor. So in the mighty name of Jesus, as you are praying, say to the Lord, my God, I close each and every door that the enemy might have used to make me monitor on others, right? So watch what you're speaking over people's lives. Also watch what you are looking at when you are looking at other people, or what you are thinking about when you are looking at other people, especially those of us who are on social media. A lot of times we watch people just to see, what is she saying? We scroll through people's Instagrams just to see what's happening over there. Be careful, right? Sometimes that spirit of judgment or curiosity can actually be a door, and we are all guilty of this, right? We are all guilty of this. So make sure that your curiosity and your judgment, right, is not a door for the enemy to even use you. So we shut not only the doors, that are coming into our lives that these spirits are using, but we also shut the doors that the enemy may try to use through our lives, right? So as you pray against the enemy using this through things and people, pray against him using it through yourself. God bless you. I hope this helps.